The film starts with a cliff fall case. The deceased was a male. The cause of death was a fall from a height and lost a lot of blood. Police officer David was ordered to solve the case. Soon Anna, the wife of the deceased, comes to the body. Beautiful appearance, combined with the unique femininity of the East. She stunned everyone as soon as she appeared. Faced with the death of her husband, Anna acted very calmly. She told David this is the result her husband wanted for himself. The implication is that he committed suicide. It turns out that Anna's husband had been reported for fraud. He was under siege by many forces. That's why he thought he'd die. But after years of experience in the case, David felt that this was not a simple case. He began to monitor Anna's every move. Anna is a caring caregiver. She was attentive to the elderly. The smile on her lips, that made David's heart ripple. So much so that when she was having sex with his wife, Anna was all that came to his mind. Soon the coroner came back with news. They said they found Anna's DNA in the victim's hands. Anna had uncovered a band-aid to show the wound. Before her husband left, they had an outburst. They had a heated argument. It all seemed so seamless, but it doesn't stand up to scrutiny. But David, overwhelmed by the love in his heart, at this moment he chose to believe Anna's words unconditionally, unaware that this is a trap for the heroine. At this moment David is falling into the sweet trap of the other side step by step. This woman with a Chinese face is too ruthless. She is beautiful but ruthless, in order to get her husband's huge fortune. In order to get rid of the suspicion, Anna disguised herself as a beautiful woman. She uses her natural beauty to seduce David, the police officer in charge of the case, and the latter is guided by him, step by step, into his peach trap, so much so that he forgot he had a wife. He also has a wife who has been married for more than 10 years. As the case progresses, David found an old grandmother. She can help Anna as an alibi for the crime. With the appearance of the grandmother, the case is coming to an end. David doesn't want to stop seeing Anna like this. Every now and then, he often approached each other to find out about the deceased. Anna is also welcome to treat David gently. She also used the desire to capture him. Now David's heart was completely captured, so much so that later a key clue that could prove Anna's murder key clues. David chose to protect Anna. The grandmother had Alzheimer's disease. She kept track of the days Anna came to her home. As every Monday, David found out from the grandmother's cell phone she had been to a 138-story building. This is completely impossible for the grandmother. At the same time, the grandmother's cell phone is the same as Anna's. This is enough to show that on the day of the murder, Anna switched the grandmother's cell phone. She followed her husband up the mountain and pushed him down. Faced with such strong evidence, David was in a painful decision. On the one hand is the budding love. Love on the other hand is the inner justice. Finally, after much deliberation, David chose the former. She gave the evidence phone to Anna to dispose of. Perhaps he couldn't bear the condemnation of his conscience. Not long after that, David and Anna cut off contact with each other and quit his job in the criminal police force to follow his wife, to work in a small town by the sea, to live a peaceful and quiet life. But Anna is like a ghost. She reappears in the Navy's life. What will she do this time? This woman dug a sand pit on the beach. Then she lies in it and waits for the tide until the moment of death. She is particularly calm. Perhaps this is the only way a woman can save the one she loves. Just a few days ago, Anna came to the seaside town with her new husband, but unexpectedly met David. They saw each other. Their eyes were full of love. David was able to stop in time. He was determined to break off his relationship with Anna. A few months ago, David, because of that so-called love, he sheltered Anna, who was a murderer. He helped her get away from the law. Now David doesn't want to be in the deep end again. But what he didn't expect was, the next day there was a murder in this town, and the victim was Anna's second husband. This time David was no longer concerned about friendship. He zeroed in on Anna as the suspect. Even though all the clues indicated that she was not the suspect, David launched a meticulous investigation. But he made a shocking discovery. Anna had been protecting David all along. It turns out that, some time ago, David gave Anna a recording of evidence, asked her to destroy it at the first opportunity. She didn't do it, but kept it. As a result, her second husband found it by accident. The other party wanted to use it to blackmail David, to make him act as an umbrella for his own fraudulent business. Anna, in order to protect David, she secretly contacted the victim of her husband's fraud, leading him to brutally murder his husband. Now David's ironclad investigation is getting close to the truth of the case. Anna didn't want to see David break down because of the truth, and with her arrest, that would reopen the previous case, and when that happens, David will be in endless trouble. In the end, Anna chose to protect her beloved David. She chose what she thought was the best way to end her life. By the time David reacted and rushed to the beach, he thought it was too late. The movie ends with David's anguished search for Anna.